Hello everyone, it is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today we are going to make stuffed peppers, and we're going to make colorful stuffed peppers. You're going to need 3 peppers, either orange, yellow, or red, or we can mix it up a little bit, have a colorful dish. Won't that be fun? What you're going to need for this recipe is 1 pound 90% lean ground beef. Well, I, of course, am using 80%. They had a great deal at the grocery store the other day. It was like $2.90 a pound. I couldn't pass that up. So that's what we're going to use today. 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt divided. 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, and it says a heaping teaspoon. 3 large red, yellow, orange bell peppers cut in half from the stem to the bottom and cord. And of course I already showed you my colorful peppers. You'll need 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 medium yellow onion finely chopped, 3 cloves garlic minced. I'm going to use 3/4 teaspoon of dried minced garlic, 1 1/2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon ground cumin, 1/4 teaspoon dried oregano, 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 cup of cooked rice. It says any grain. You know what? I'm just going to use minute rice. I'm lazy, I know. This only, takes 5 minutes and it's light and fluffy. That's what I'm going to use, but you can use any grain you like. And 1 1/2 cups either shredded Monterey Jack or cheddar cheese. So that's all the ingredients you're going to need, but it's going to take us a little bit of prep time. So you're probably going to want to start this about 1.5 hours before you're ready to eat. So what we're going to do first is preheat our oven to 425 degrees, and it says set the oven rack in the middle position. Then we're going to line a 9 by 13 inch baking dish with aluminum foil for easy cleanup. Next, we're going to go ahead and tenderize our beef. In a medium bowl, using your hands, mash the beef with 1 teaspoon of salt and the baking soda, and we're going to let that set for 20 minutes. But during that 20 minutes, we can get everything else prepped. So you can shred your cheese, cut your onions, get your peppers cleaned. So there's a lot we can do here. Let's go ahead and mix the 1 teaspoon of salt. Sprinkle that around, and a heaping 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and then you're going to have to mix it with your fingers. So get in there and mix it. I'll just set that aside. All right, I took the cores out, the stems. I'm just going to dry them out a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, place these in here, cut side up. Next, let's drizzle with a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm just going to put just a wee bit more, and I've drizzled them, but I'm going to rub that oil on it. It says use the other 1/4 teaspoon to sprinkle salt on top. I'm just going to sprinkle salt on top. There we go. Roast the peppers for about 20 minutes until slightly browned and tender crisp. And it says a bit of liquid will accumulate in the bottom of the peppers, and that is okay. So pop it in the oven, 425 degrees, for about 20 minutes, middle rack. Next, what we're going to do is heat the remaining 2 tablespoons of oil over medium heat in a large nonstick skillet. So I'm going to pour my 2 tablespoons in there. Add the onion and cook, stirring frequently until soft and translucent, about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to give that a minute to heat up first. Alrighty, time to put the onions in. About 3 to 4 minutes. Next, add the garlic and cook for another minute. We're going to add our ground beef that's been sitting for 20 minutes in salt and baking soda. I'm just going to break that up a little bit. for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's almost cooked through. Let's increase it to medium-high. Add your cumin, your chili powder, and your oregano. So you're going to want to get those seasonings all mixed in there really good. Okay, mine's almost cooked through. Still a little bit of red in there, but it's cooked pretty good. So next, let's go ahead and add our tomato sauce. Oh, sounds like the peppers are done. Very hot. So let's stir in our tomato sauce. We want to bring that to a boil. Once that comes to a boil, turn it down to medium-low and cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and add the rice, which is 1 cup, and half of the cheese, which would be 3/4 of a cup. We'll stir this in until the cheese is melted, and then we're going to remove it from the heat and fill up our peppers. Now let's sprinkle the rest of the cheese on top. I mean, you could use a little extra cheese. You know me. I'm all for extra cheese. Back to the oven for 10 to 15 minutes until the filling and the cheese is melted and bubbly. And Doug and I shall feast upon this here very shortly, and we'll let you know our honest opinion. Looks scrum-delicious. Mr. Miller is here to try the stuffed peppers.
They look like stuffed peppers.
They do look like stuffed peppers. Look, yours is red, mine is orange, and I also have yellow in there.
Wow.
I know. I'm mixing it up.
I tell you, maybe I want a green one.
Yeah, too bad. The recipe did not say green. You know what? I'm not sure if there's much flavor difference between the red, yellow, orange. Do you know?
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
I think the colored ones have a little more sweeter flavor, but
Maybe. That would make sense. So I'm going to cut mine in half. Not bad. If you want, you can sprinkle a little salt and pepper, any seasonings you want on top. Douglas will give us his rating here in just a moment, once he can fully savor the flavor.
excellent.
Really? Excellent.
Very good.
Doug, on a scale of 1 to 10.
9.75.
9.75. Woohoo!
On the Richter scale.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoy your stuffed peppers, and thanks for joining us here once again on Dee's Delights, and I hope you have a fabulous week. See you real soon.